Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So speaking of the resolution.
Speaking of the floor amendment.
Floor amendment, I apologize. To most Virginians, I mean, the SEC is a bit of an enigma wrapped in a mystery. But let's be clear, it's got immense power in the Commonwealth. It's where corporations get a charter. It's where electric companies go to ask for rate increases, where insurance companies go to check about whether or not they're in good health. It started off as a progressive notion, and it still is in many ways. The creation of the SEC in the early 20th century was a decisive shift in the organization of state government. Regulatory decision-making moved from the legislature to a permanent body which could hire specialists and conduct inquiries. At the time, the nation's railroads were growing at a phenomenal rate and had become essential to economic expansion. Unfortunately, excessive power and corruption accompanied that rapid growth. Typical Virginian in 1900 lived in a farm or a small rural community. Unfair freight and passenger rates charged by railroads in Virginia were among the chief grievances of a growing number of farmers and populists and progressives. Formally, the SEC is charged with administering Virginia's laws related to the regulation of public utilities, insurance, state-chartered financial institutions, investment securities, retail franchising, and railroads. It's the state's central filing for the corporations, limited partnership, limited liability companies, and the UCC liens. Their jurisdiction includes almost all of major businesses in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Since its inception, citizens have had a right to appear before the SEC. They've had a right to, it implements the Affordable Care Act. It's 57 banks with over 1,000 branches. Basically, the SEC plays a central role in Virginia's energy economy as well. It oversees everything from the construction of new solar farms to the deployment of energy efficiency programs by utilities. As such, the Commission governs the speed and scope of Virginia's transition to an advanced energy economy. This role has become all the more important in the past with the passage of the Grid Modern Transformation Security Act, SB 966, last year. Just in 2018, the SEC addressed wind and solar development, grid modernization, and the IOU's IRPs. Because of its unique structure and duties, it's been described as the fourth branch of government, and repeatedly as the most powerful regulatory body in America. The most powerful regulatory body in America. The SEC structure is unique in that it's organized as a separate department of government here in Virginia with delegated administrative, legislative, and judicial powers. No other state has placed in a single agency such a broad array of regulatory responsibility. SEC decisions can only be appealed to the Virginia Supreme Court. The SEC's 3 judges are elected by the General Assembly, but other than that, there is no accountability to the Commonwealth it serves. We've not had time to properly vet this individual. We found out about her candidacy literally hours ago. We should be asking, will this person fully and faithfully follow the laws established by the General Assembly, such as the Grid Transportation and Security Act? Can they effectively and independently regulate the utilities? How familiar is this candidate with advanced energy and its benefits for Virginia's economy and consumers? We've not seen the breadth of her writing. We haven't been able to discuss her positions extensively and appropriately, or her time as a judge. Where is the transparency? And what we've learned over the past few hours has given us pause. We have questions about her positions on climate change, the Affordable Care Act, gay marriage. The SEC is far too important and covers so much of what Virginia citizens deal with every day. We need to be able to truly debate and vet this position and the candidate.
Delegate from Fauquier, Delegate Weber.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaking to the amendment.
Delegate has the floor.
Just